Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekly reading vlog. So first of all, happy Mother's Day to everyone who celebrates, to everyone who is a mother, one way or another, who's trying to be a mother, who is a mother in a large sense of the word. I think it's important to include all of them. So yes, happy Mother's Day. It is the end of the day. I do need to go to the grocery store, but first I want to talk about what's gonna happen this week. There's a lot. It is my birthday this week on Thursday. I don't think we're gonna be doing much because it's a big-ish week as usual. So tomorrow we have my son's cheerleading class. I do have a staff meeting on Thursday, and then I have to leave as quickly as I can because I do also have an appointment at my chiropractor. And then on Wednesday, it's my band rehearsal. And then on Thursday, it's my birthday. So I don't think I'm gonna do something big or anything, which is totally fine. I'm still in denial of getting older, but yeah. Anyways, and then on Friday, I'm not sure what's happening on Friday. I think there's something. There's a teaching day on Friday, which is awesome. I cannot wait. So because I really need to catch up on some other stuff. So yay. And then I'll see what I actually do during the weekend because there's no cheerleading class on Saturday just yet. Because as of right now, my son is officially done with his cheerleading season, and the next one is actually starting after the tryouts. There's 3 times where he needs to go to tryouts. So the first one is on May 31st, so in 3 weeks, and then 2 more dates that they're gonna give us once we're there. So we don't know that yet. And then the actual first week of training with the new teams is during the week of June 23rd, and we actually end school on June 20th. So we are starting the new season right after school ends. So until the tryouts, he still has 3 Mondays where he has some pre-tryout clinics where he can just train in his level and get him ready for the tryout, so he doesn't really stop cheerleading, which is nice. So we still have that, but we're gonna have 2 Saturdays where we don't have any cheerleading classes, and then the 31st for the tryouts, and then another 2 or 3 weeks where there's no cheerleading classes during the weekends. So that's nice. We're gonna make the most of it because it's gonna change pretty soon for the whole summer. Anyways, so there's that. Reading wise, I just finished The Merciful Crow, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be picking up next. I think I want a physical book right now, and I think I'm gonna go with Storm and Siege because I kind of want to finish that vlog soon-ish. So I might go with that, and maybe with some quick reads. I do have a couple of quick reads, but I do need to check up on my TBR with prompts because there are some prompts where I need to read certain books in a certain order, if that makes sense. So I do need to check that, but we'll see. I do want to pick up some other books on here as well, make some progress in the TBR. Maybe just one damn thing after another. Maybe What the River Knows and Sage and Storm. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pick that one up, and maybe Ma Vie de Jujube Doré as well, because it's gonna be a fast read. So something like that. And then I do have How to Raise a Kraken in Your Bathtub for the buzzword, which is a very short story, which I'm probably gonna get through really, really fast. And if I get to that one, the Kraken one, and then the Just One Damn Thing After Another. If I finish both of those, I'll be all caught up on the buzzwords, which I'm excited for. So yeah, and then move on to all the other books I've got. But yeah, one thing at a time, because as I've said before, I have a busy week and I don't know when I'm gonna actually be able to read. At my son's cheerleading class, I do have time a bit during the week because stores aren't open. So I usually go ahead and get out to run some errands during his class on Saturdays. But Monday evenings, there's no store opened for most of them. So, which is fine. But yeah, today I do want to edit some more. I haven't posted in a couple of days. I did break my strike, but it's fine. I'm gonna finish the one I'm currently in the middle of, and I should be able to catch up on editing really, really soon, which I'm really excited about, but I do need to keep up with it during the week. So right now, the plan for today is to go to the grocery store, vacuum, because I still need to do that, and then edit and read and edit and read. And I do think I have to order a couple of things for my craft fair in June, and I do need to sort out some things for that because we are redoing the whole booth for craft fairs, but we're kind of scared it's not gonna hold. Gonna think about that. But yeah, that's the rest of the day for me today. I was supposed to have a shorter day tomorrow because it's my day where I only teach up until 10 o'clock. But I decided to give one more hour of all of my 3 fifth graders classes each because they are not ready for their presentation. And I don't have any other time to get them ready. I cannot postpone the actual date of their presentation. So yeah, I know I'm doing it for free. I'm pretty much all done with my teaching hours since spring break. So I'm pretty much working for free since spring break because that's how many hours I put in. But who's counting at this point? Not me. Definitely not. I do not want to know. But yeah, I am going to be giving 3 more hours with the students because we really, really need it. And yeah. So I won't be coming home sooner to do more stuff, but it's okay. I'm fine with it. It's gonna go well. I'm not too stressed out about it, but yeah, especially since we do have a Teacher's Day on Friday. So that's gonna help. And we also have Monday the 19th off because it is Patriot Day, I think. Anyway, it's a bank holiday on the next, not Monday tomorrow, but the other one. That's a bank holiday, so that's good too. I'm really looking forward to that. So on that note, I'm gonna leave you at that and I'll see you later. Hey everyone, it is now Thursday, May the 15th. First of all, it is my birthday today. It was a very tiring day. It was, first of all, very, very hot, which is not typical at this time of year. It was about 30 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, that would be, I think, it's 85-ish degrees. So yeah, quite hot for this time of year. And there's a lot of humidity here. So the temperature tends to be very energy draining. I do not tolerate heat, especially with the humidity because it gets so heavy. And I'm very, very sensitive to the sun and sunburns, but also heat strokes and stuff like that. So there's that. Today was okay though. It wasn't too bad, but it was quite hot. I've had birthdays where there was snow on May 15th, more than one. And when I did give birth to my son on May 8th, there was a small snowstorm as well. Yeah, that can tell you how it's very not typical for May 15th to be like 30 degrees. And yesterday it was around 15-ish. So yeah, it went like to very, very hot weather in a very short span of time. Anyways, I'm still enjoying the sun and brightness of the day and vitamin E and all that D. Is it E or D? I think it's D. Anyways, that, which is all good for us. But yeah, I had a very busy week. I've stayed up late at school for a long time. Yesterday, I actually, though, managed to read. So I decided to pick up a new book and I went with Siege and Storm. Unfortunately, I'm not going to talk about it much here because I'm going to talk about it in the vlog, the dedicated vlog for the Grishaverse. So there's that. But I did make it to, I don't have a bookmark, so I'm gonna have to get one. But yeah, I think I'm around page 60-ish, 54 at least. A good part of it, not quite 25%, maybe 12, 13% through, which is good. I'm happy with that. I am going to be reading a bit more. Tomorrow is a Teacher's Day, which means I don't have my students, but I have a lot of work to get done. I need to take care of this like end of the year awards thing that we do every year, and I'm in charge of a lot of things this year compared to last year because I also do drama, which means I have a little bit more to take care of for that event. It's okay, but I got a couple of things I need to take care of, and then I do need to finish as much as possible my puppets. That also takes a lot of time, and I have some decors to finish and stuff like that. So there's that. The list is very, very long. So I'm going to be leaving early, but I also need to shop for some fabric. So what I am going to do is bring, tomorrow morning, I'm going to go in my workshop and pick up fabrics of book sleeves I want to sew and go ahead and try to get some plain solid fabric in order to sew everything together, which I'm going to do tomorrow evening. Well, not evening, but after I'm done with school. And then we're going to be off for a 3-day weekend because on Monday it is Patriots Day, which is a bank holiday. So yay. But we still have a lot of things planned out because even if my son doesn't have cheerleading this Saturday, I still have my band practice on Sunday. And I also have an errand to run, which is my son's birthday present from my sister. And we are buying a used cheerleading backpack. And yeah, we're going to meet said person right after band practice. And then we're going to the cemetery because it is also my grandmother's anniversary. And we usually take this time of the year to do the flowers for my grandparents and stuff like that. So we're going to do that. And then on Saturday, I do want to go for this event that's going on for used and new bicycles. I'm trying to look for a bike because I'm not a big fan of biking, but I prefer biking than running. I hate running to the core. I hate it so much. And I did stop dancing ballet because I had periosteitis, which is the inflammation of the front of your legs. So that's not great. I did start Pilates workouts, like very small ones. Every morning they're like 10 to 15 minutes tops. So I'm trying to get back into that. If I do more, I feel like my legs are gonna act up again. And like the problem with my body right now is that it's a very weak, and my muscles tend to contract and never decontract, if that makes sense. So that's fun. So I really need to work on all of that stuff and try to teach my body to stop doing that. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, I started doing that to get ready for not the next season, but the season after that. I would love to do the mom and dad's cheerleading team, which is only once a week, so not too bad. And I don't want to go there not feeling good in my body and risk any injuries and stuff like that. So I want to do that beforehand. Yeah, there's that. And my husband loves to bike, and we got him a brand new bike last year. He hasn't used it yet because he did have a concussion. Was it a concussion? No, he had an ear infection that made him so imbalanced and dizzy and stuff. So like he couldn't ride a bike. It was horrible. Yeah, he lost some hearing and stuff, and it took him a lot of time to get back on his feet. And then it was the end of the season, so he didn't actually get to use it. But trying to get him to use it this year, and my son as well, to use his more. But like when we're going on a bike ride, we're usually on foot, my husband and I, and then my son just goes along with his bike and comes back and goes further away and comes back. It's kind of not ideal, let's say it that way. So I'm trying to find a used, not too expensive bike that I could use so we can go out as a family, have fun, and be a little bit more active in that way. So that should also help with being active and Pilates and all that stuff, getting back into like shape, basically. Anyway, so we're gonna go look for that. My son also needs some sandals for the summer, and then I'm gonna go get some books for my birthday. And that's pretty much it for now. But yeah, Saturday is going to be a shopping day. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to read, especially tomorrow. We shall see. Hopefully a little bit more. But yeah, so that's the update for now. I do want to read this evening though. So trying to catch up on this. Maybe I'll pick up another book. I don't know. I'm not sure. I do want to update my dedicated vlog of this before I read some more. So I'm gonna leave you at that for now, and I'll update you either tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to do some b-rolls here and there. And yeah, all right. On that note, I'm rambling now, and I'm gonna see you later. Hi everyone, it is now Saturday morning. I wanted to update yesterday, but I was so tired. So we've been doing a lot of errands yesterday. I got at school a little bit later than I was hoping for because I was taking care of inventory, because I do need to go to the fabric store and buy some fabric for the upcoming craft fair that I'm doing. So there's that. And I needed to know like what plain solid fabric I needed to buy, and I need to match them with the patterned fabrics. Anyways, I did inventory to make sure like I'm buying the right ones, and it took me way longer than expected. And then I went to work and get some things done, and I did not do as much as I wanted there either, but it's fine. And then I decided to go back home and pick up my son and my husband and go clear out as many errands as possible, because what I did have planned is that I was going to not have any time left during the weekend to actually do some things for me. And I felt like I was going to be wasting my full Saturday today. It is mid-morning, so that did not end up happening, but hear me out. So today I still have some stuff to do, some errands to run, but we did do a couple of them yesterday. So arrived home after 1 hour of traffic, of commuting traffic, which was horrible, and I don't know why. So that was annoying. And then got back to the fabric store, which is far away from home, but worth the travel. It is closer to the school I work at though. But anyways, went back there. There was still a little bit of traffic on that way, and arrived there and it was closed because they close on Friday evening. Who does that? Apparently they do. But yeah, I was really, really mad and frustrated. So we went back to the usual mall that we go to when we're shopping, and we went to get my son a pair of sandals because he doesn't have anything left to wear during the summer. We usually take his school shoes and wear them outside once school is done. So that's his summer shoes. And then we buy a new pair for school at the new school beginning school year, if that makes sense. But school isn't done yet. So we went and got a pair of sandals, not at our usual place that we go to because that store was also closed during the evening. Like, we had a lot of luck with our shopping. Very frustrating and annoying. But anyways, we did end up finding a pair of sandals at a cheaper price that we were expecting to pay. So that's good, I guess. It's a cheaper sandal as well, but like, it's gonna be fine. The shoes that he does usually wear more often are of better quality and last longer, and all that stuff are a bit more expensive. So he does have better shoes, but for the time being and the amount of time he's actually going to be wearing them, it's fine. So there's that. And we do also need to buy this summer his new cheerleading shoes, which is made for cheerleading. They're a little bit more soft. They have a very flexible sole, and it's way softer anyways. So it's easier for cheerleading. And that's expensive. So yeah. So we did that, and then we went to the bookstore. So I do have a haul for you. Even amidst all of the closed stores, we still got to my favorite indie bookstore where they sell books in English, because here in Quebec, they are mostly in French. Most bookstores also have a small section in English, but they're usually like bestsellers and the big titles. And I prefer supporting that local bookstore because, first of all, it's all only in English and a little bit of Spanish, but they are also amazing and the staff is amazing. So I really prefer to support them. So anyways, we went there. I chose 2 books. And then I was choosing a third one, and I was having a very hard time to pick one. I was not sure which one I wanted to pick in between like many titles. So I ended up asking my husband to choose between like, I think like 8 titles or something like that. 6 or 8. And I just pulled them out of the shelves and told him like, I don't know which one between this, and this. And he looked at them, he picked them up, he read the back, and he was very invested in this. And he went to see my son, who was a little bit further away trying to read some books in the aisle. And he made him choose as well together. And my son came back with 2 of those books that they were putting back on the shelves. So that was good. We're eliminating and getting there. And then my husband came back with 4 books. Those were the books he chose. So I ended up having 6 books. One of them I don't have today because the cover was a little bit damaged. And we did ask, and they had another copy coming up next week. So we placed a hold on that copy that is arriving next week, so we get a nice copy. That was the only copy left in the store. So here is my Mother's Day and birthday book haul. Also, my mom did send me some money to buy me whatever I wanted. So that was the excuse my husband gave me to buy some more books. So the first one I decided to pick up is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I've been wanting to read this book for so long. Also, we did see, and my husband showed it to me. He's the one who saw it first because he went to that section before I got there because it was really taking my time. And there was a copy, a limited edition of the Poppy War I've never seen. It was so pretty. The cover was pretty. The end pages were immaculate. The edges were amazing. Amazing spread edges. And throughout the whole book, there were drawings of the characters. It was so beautiful. They only had the first one, but I'm guessing the others are going to come out eventually. But I could not justify buying just one book over $50. So I decided not to pick it up because there's just so many books I want to read, and it's a lot I could get like 2 books for $50. So, which is not much. I know books are expensive here, but one book over $50 is too much. Even if I was dying to get that edition. So maybe someday. I went with Babel instead, which I'm not disappointed with because I've been wanting to get to it soon. I've heard great things. I've heard not so great things, but I kind of know what to expect going into it because I've heard some complaints and some pros and cons of people. So I kind of think I know where it's going to go, ish, kind of. So I should not be disappointed. I kind of know what I'm getting into, I guess, is what I'm saying. So it should be a good read. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed in R.F. Kuang anyways, but yes. The other one I decided to pick up, which was easy. So I chose Babel by myself. And then the second one I picked up was Sunrise at the Reaping, because if you know me, you know that this series is, well, the original trilogy is what got me into reading. I love this universe and these books so much. I've read them a while, not so long ago, and I still love them so much. I really, really do. I did not enjoy the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes that much. I was really, really disappointed with that one. But the original 3 were amazing, and I've heard great things about this one, and I'm very hopeful that I'm gonna enjoy this one better than the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, because first of all, it's not as thick as the other one was, which in my opinion, it was way too long for a prequel, but this one seems the right size, and it's about the right characters I wanted it to be about, so I'm excited. It was quite expensive because it is a newer release, but worth the price anyways. And the next 3 and 4, I will show you the 4th one at the end, the one that I am going to receive next week. But the book that my son picked for me was The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne, and he said that he thought I would really, really like this one because of the dragon, and he is not mistaken. I do have great hopes of liking the series. I've heard amazing things about this, and I'm really excited about it. I'm probably going to be doing a dedicated vlog for this trilogy as well. Book number 1, I didn't get the other books, but eventually I will. I do have other books that I also want to get, like sequels, but I am going to buy them anyway. So I was just trying to pick out some books, like within the choices, some books that I haven't gone into yet, I guess. But anyways, this one I've seen a lot go around, and I'm really curious to get into it. And yeah. The next one is Bookshops and Bone Dust. It is a sequel. I really enjoyed the first book, and I've heard not as amazing things of the second book, I think, but I'm not too worried about it. I think I'm going to enjoy it just the same, I think. We'll see, but like all about a bookshop and cozy fantasy, it should be fun. I really enjoyed the first book, so I'm not too worried about this one, and I do want to finish this duology so far. I don't know if there's a 3rd book coming up, maybe, but yeah. And the next one is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. I have heard amazing things about this one. It's not a newer release. It is an older book, but I've heard amazing things about it. And I do think that this book runs in the dystopian category, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. And I love it. And I've heard a lot of things about this book that says I should love this one as well. So when I saw it on the shelves, I thought it was a great occasion to pick it up. And the last book of this haul is Everyone from My Family Killed Someone. I think that's the title. The book will be up here. I think that's the actual title. I've heard about it recently in a video that I've seen recently, which is not a recent video because I'm 5 months behind again, but I've heard great things about it. The sequel was there as well, but I wanted to get this one first to see if I'm going to love it. I rarely buy thrillers and mystery novels because it's very hit or miss for me. There's a lot of bestsellers in thrillers that I don't like. I haven't enjoyed One by One by Ruth Ware. I have not enjoyed anything Riley Sager. Well, I only read one book of him, but I didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy Lucy Foley. So yeah, it's kind of a hit or miss, and I don't like paying full price for a book I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy. There's a higher chance for me to enjoy dystopian books or fantasy books or even contemporary books than thrillers, which is why I usually tend to buy them when they're on sale on my reader. But this one, I don't know why. There was something about this book, about the concept of it, that really drew me into the book and decided to get it. So I will be having it next week, and I'm excited because it's going to be a little bit different. I tend to always buy only like fantasy and stuff like that, mostly fantasy, and I kind of wanted to have something different in the mix. So yeah, so that was my little book haul, which is bigger than I usually have because I don't buy that many books. I do, but not as much as a lot of people here do, which is totally fine. But yeah, I'm excited. I am going to wrap all of these books though, because they're going to go on my wrapped TBR. I also want to wrap Priory of the Orange Tree and this one and this one. This one I got at the BookCon in April. This one I got, I don't remember when, but my son picked that one. And as well as Senlin Ascends. So 4 plus 6. So 10 more books to add to my wrapped TBR, which is exciting. I am about to run out of batteries, so I'm going to finish this as quickly as possible. I did make a tiny bit of progress in Siege and Storm, but I'm not updating my reading, my experience of this book in here. It's going to be in the dedicated vlog, which I'm going to update soon-ish. For now, I am going to be leaving after lunch, which is coming up quite quickly. And we are going to this bicycle bazaar that's happening. So I am looking for a used bike, not too expensive, just so I can follow my husband and my son on the bike trails that we have here and try to move as a family and get out a little bit more. It is one of my goals this summer to be a little bit more active. We are going to do a lot of water slides because we do have a pass, a family pass for the whole summer. And then I really want us to go biking more. And I'm doing Pilates again, which is really a good thing for my body. I feel a lot better now that I'm doing that. It's more of I'm trying to keep it to a 10 or 15 minutes tops every morning, because when I have school, it's very difficult for me to do more than that in my routine, in my morning routine. So I think that's a good balance of why I did stop in the past. Because I was good at it. I was good, well, not good at doing Pilates, but I was good at keeping up with doing it every day in the past for more than like 4, 5, 6 months in a row. But the thing is, yeah, with the morning routine and stuff, it's hard for me to keep up doing like a 30-minute Pilates little class before I have to leave for school and all that stuff. So I've been enjoying it this week, so that's good. I'm really trying to be more active. I'm motivated. I'm happy. Yeah, even if it's been a little bit tough this week. It wasn't my greatest week, but we're getting there. I think the next 2 weeks are going to be the worst ones. And then after that, it should flow until the end of the year and it should be good. But yeah, anyways, I'm still hanging on there. not much left to do, but yeah. Anyways, I went on a tangent there, but all that to say, I'm going to go see if they have nice, affordable used bikes that I could buy. And then maybe, maybe not. I might not be able to buy one, which is fine. And then we are going to go to the fabric store that I didn't get to yesterday. And we also need to go to the hardware store for some tools to take care of the yard. And that's going to be it for today. So I'll update you a little bit later. I'll try to get some footage of like the big bike sale or something and fabrics. Maybe I think I'll try, but I don't know. We'll see. On that note, I'm gonna leave you because my battery is about to run out. So I'll see you a little bit later. Hey everyone, it is now Sunday noon-ish. I am going to close this vlog and start a new one. I don't have a lot of time because I have to hurry up to eat lunch and then leave quickly. So I'm going to try to make this quick. I did manage to edit a vlog. I'm now onto April vlogs, which means I'm really catching up on all that editing, and I'm gonna be up to date, and I'm so happy with that. So that's good news. I also managed to read yesterday. So I did not pick up Siege and Storm, but I did pick up Ma Vie de Jujube Doré, which is book number 3 of the YA series that a friend of mine wrote. And I read it in one go. I had a really fun time with it, and there was quite a bit of twists and turns, which were interesting, and the character development was interesting as well. So if you do read in French and are interested in this series, I strongly recommend it. So that's pretty much it for me right now. I'm gonna leave you at that and see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you wish, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one.